Simon Sagala Mulindwa has dedicated his life to recording the history of Makerere University, rising from one of the first students to join what was known as Makerere College back in 1970. Mulindwa has seen the rise and growth of the university's physical infrastructure.
It was all a golf course from where Science Quadrangle is, where the science buildings are, JICA buildings and so on, up to Mitchell there, down there, and the swimming pool and so on, right up to where the college school is. All this was a golf course. When the construction then started, then new buildings started coming up, the library and so on.
During his stay, Makerere College was under the British administration, and as such, it had a smaller main building.
Its location was not very good. It's in a kind of a valley. It doesn't quite give the impression of yeah.
However, as the college expanded, there was need for a building that showed the importance of the college as the center of high and elite education.
So I believe they decided that they relocate it here in 1939. That building stands and speaks without words. You just look at it and it says a lot.
However, the construction of the new building was affected by the outbreak of the Second World War.
The construction was halted because the girder that was to hold the ceiling, especially with the main hall, was still at sea on the Indian Ocean. And at that time, the ships could not dock.
By the time Uganda attained its independence in 1962, Makerere was also elevated from a college to a fully fledged university.
All the administrative functions were centered at this building. Yeah, you have the Vice Chancellor's office. Actually, even the Chancellor shares the Vice Chancellor's office when the Chancellor visits. You have the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Finance Administration. You have the University Secretary, who is the accounting office of the university. You have the Bursar, University Bursar. You have the Dean of Students. You have the Public Relations officers. You have the Finance Department, the Human Resource.
As for the term Ivory Tower, Mulindwa says this was coined by the media at that time.
People looked at themselves as being of a certain standard, but people who came to Makerere or worked in Makerere were looked at as very highly placed. Apparently, even when we were students, to announce anywhere that you were a Makerere student, oh my goodness, you had a lot of respect.
The news of this iconic tower going up in flames last night reduced Mulindwa to tears.
And I wept when I saw what I saw. The construction, the architecture was unique, and you find that architecture only in Europe, you know? So is this one.
He now wants the British government as well as UNESCO to be part of the efforts to restore the main building to its former glory.
Because Makerere has been representative of the highest level of learning, not only in Uganda, not only in East Africa, but in Africa, south of the Sahara, north of the Limpopo.
With the debris cleared and the investigation into the cause of the fire completed, what will be embarked upon will be the greatest challenge of restoring Makerere's Ivory Tower. Now, this job will have to call upon the university's administration, its alumni, the entire country, and even the academic world globally. Joyce Nakato, NTV Weekend Edition.